Yeah, man. Ashanda coming up and do some poetry right now. Yeah? At your time is now, Empress. Bless and love to the Most High.
Good evening, everyone. How y'all doing? Thank you guys so much for allowing me to come on the stage. This is actually my first time here. Well, technically yesterday it was. My family and I moved back to the VI last year. I am a YouTuber. My channel is Ashanda at Large. And I have not done spoken word poetry in probably about 4 or 5 years, but a lovely Miss Diane Love invited me to come out tonight and do a piece. So I'm going to share this piece I actually wrote earlier today. I just celebrated my 40th birthday yesterday. So, yes, glory unto the Most High, glory unto the Most High. So it ain't memorized, and if I screw up, just give me some grace. All right, so I wrote a poem today called Judah's Story Begins. You ready? All right, here we go. The great artist Bob Marley coined these words: everything is gonna be all right. But forgive me a minute as I beg to differ. I believe these words ring truer. Nothing is as it seems. The world's a stage and every one in it are actors. You see, we are the living witnesses to a worldwide crime scene. A crime fiend worse than the mafia. Stole from us some real green. Green means life, and Yahusha came that we might have it to the fullness. But we've been bamboozled by the man behind the screen. Hoodwinked while the system runs amok. You might not like these words, but the truth is gonna suck. Because quite frankly, you're stuck, altering between two opinions, the lies of the Baals or the truth to give you vision, to open your eyes to the war in your mind, the one that told you everything is really fine, the one that for color made you color, made it rain and stole your thunder, stole everything about you that made you unique. What is that, you might ask? Your real identity. You see, we've been told that you are black, a half-truth presented as straight fact. Know a little beyond the transatlantic slave trade, grasping for truth, but it's all man-made. Your history started as kings and queens of the Holy Empire which reigned supreme. Your ancestors were Joseph, Moses, and David, from the seed of the household once known as Jacob. Jacob wrestled with Yah and got a new name, Yasharallah Israel. It's one and the same. Our ancestors were commanded by Yah to obey him, to turn away from idols and enemies, he would slay them. He delivered our people from Egyptian oppression. Mizraim was miserable in total deception. We multiplied, grew stronger, and fear set in. Would the children of Israel become the enemy of them? So they conspired to destroy us with work with no wages. Threw our baby boys into Nile as bait for the gators. Oh, scratch that. I'm moving ahead to the second Egypt. Our baby boys were for the crocodiles. Let's get back to the script. So Yah rose up a baby who was drawn from the river, became the son of Pharaoh's daughter, but one day he would deliver his people from their bondage, hardship and labor. That man we know as Moses, your kinsman redeemer. Plague after plague, like virus after virus, overtook the house of Pharaoh. It's written on papyrus, frogs and gnats, locusts and fleas, boils and scabs, a nation of disease. Yah brought them to their knees, then gave a command. The children of Israel need a spotless lamb. Take its blood and put it on the post of your door. Eat with bitter herbs and wait for what's in store. The angel of death passed over Goshen and his men, went to Egypt and took breath from them. Their firstborns, yes, an eye for an eye. Pharaoh had enough when his own son died. Moses said once again, let my people go. So they gathered everything and Egypt was left ghost. They passed through the Red Sea. Pharaoh's army tried to kill them. Yah hardened his heart and Pharaoh caught the business. We's free, they cried, leaving, but it didn't last long because they worshipped other nations. They loved idols over Yah and tried his holy patience. He gave law after law, commands to be obeyed, but they did what they wanted, gave lip service when they prayed. He then sent his son. The world knows him as Jesus. He came to give life and heal our diseases. But our ancestors rejected him, chose Caesar instead. They said of Yahusha, his blood be on our heads. Not only on ours, but our children's heads too. Fast forward a few decades, our bondage renewed. 70 AD, the Romans took our land. Judah was scattered through the African sands. The Arab slave trade made our men into slaves. Our children were stolen and women were raped. We migrated even deeper into the African coast. But no matter our travels, our lineage showed. Same color, but culture was knit to the king. We washed and refused to eat unclean things. We planted and prospered, making the Gentiles jealous. So they conspired with Europe to subdue the zealots, to capture our people on the West African coast. St. Thomas was the island. See the things we don't know? Portugal and Spain got on it too. The Spanish Inquisition was all about you. They put us on boats. One was named the good ship Jesus. Yeah, the Catholic Church sent missionaries to deceive us. Locked and chained, we begged and prayed, but y'all said no, your hearts are stained. Take this whooping. I told you the rules, but like rebellious kids, your neck is stiff like mules. So our ancestors toiled in the second Egypt, saying kumbaya, come get us y'all quick. 400 years scattered among the Gentiles, living like the heathens, hearts still defiled. Yet the Lion of Judah is roaring for his kin. He says it's time to wake up, my friend. He is judging the nations that went too far. The great awakening is sounding with his shofar. Rise, Israel, return to your king. You've been sleeping too long. Life is not a mere dream. You must turn away from sin, repent and believe. You are the house of Jacob, Yah's holy seed. I hope you can see now more clearly what happened to us, why we hate one another and know not love, why we're oppressed and destroyed on every side. The greatest truth has been covered by a worldwide lie. Read Psalm 83, Revelation 2:9, read Luke 21:24 and open up your mind. Read Deuteronomy 28, yes, the whole chapter. Read Ezekiel 20, because Yah's coming back to capture his people scattered to the four corners of the earth. The second Exodus coming. Are you ready to return? Are you ready to become the kings and queens you were again? Then return your heart, O Judah. Your story is ready to begin. Grace and peace, Salama family.
Yes. Yes.
For real.
All right. Blessings.
I tell you.
Good.